You're not going to believe this, bro, but Barcelona won 7-2 against Newcastle yesterday. I'm making this video a bit late. I'm sorry, but better late than never, huh? So, let's talk about it. Earlier I predicted that Barca would win 4-0. I think I said 4-0. I said Rafinha's going to score 2 goals, Lamine a goal, and Fermin a goal. And I was actually right because Rafinha scored 2 goals, Fermin scored a goal, and Lamine scored a goal. But I got the scoreline wrong because Alanga scored twice, and then Bernal scored a goal, and then Lewa scored twice. But hey, my prediction was still right. Neymar predicted the same thing. Neymar also said Rafinha 2, Lamine 1, but he just didn't guess. He didn't get the scoreline right. Anyway, so let's talk about the game, and we'll talk about the other predictions. We can make more predictions about the quarterfinals. The game starts off. Rafinha scores early from a Fermin assist. Lamine cooked Dan Burn. What a skill move he did. I love it. I'd love doing that skill move in real life. I used to do it on FIFA when I used to play, but it was such a nice skill move. It's like the drag back cut. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you pull back and then you go forward. I seen Neymar do it before, so that's where I learned it from. And on FIFA, I saw people doing it on FIFA, or the AI bots on squad battles would abuse that skill move on FIFA. So I started equipping it in my repertoire. Is that the right terminology? Anyway, so it's 1-0 Barca. Then Newcastle score. Such a stinky shot from Alanga, but it still worked. João Garcia should have saved it. Then the second goal comes via... Who scored the second goal? Marc Bernal, right? Rafinha whips in a nice cross. And then I think it was Gerard Martin. I don't remember who it was. I'm pretty sure it was. He heads it, and Bernal, he heads it back in towards the middle of the net area, and then Bernal taps it in. What a set piece that was. Then it's 2-1. Then Newcastle shortly after score, because Eric Garcia got subbed off and Araujo was defending that side and he got megged. I'm not necessarily blaming Araujo for this. This was more João Cancelo's fault. He's like watching this happen instead of defending himself. Like João Cancelo is really bad at defending. It looks like I feel like this has been a known thing for a long time that João Cancelo is not good at defending, and he proved it today yesterday that it was in fact still the case. He's still very good at attacking, and passing and dribbling and stuff like that. But like his defending is so bad. I feel like it's just so bad. It's like he doesn't even defend either as well. Like that goal, he was just not defending at all. Like his defensive awareness, his IQ is not there for defending. Anyway, so it's 2-2. Alanga scores. And what's funny was I made a YouTube short or a TikTok or whatever about Alanga. Barcelona. This is the first leg. It's like Alanga scored 1 goal in like 43 games for Newcastle. Barcelona, and then Drake meme like with the God's plan where it's like giving money away. And that's it. He didn't score in the first leg, but then he ended up scoring a brace at the Nou Camp, which is crazy. So the meme was true after all. That's funny, but it didn't matter in the end because Barca won 7-2, and then the third goal comes via a penalty. Oh my days, I'm fuming about this. How is this not a red card? So this is not me like blaming Real Madrid or anything like that, but the day before that, we saw Bernardo Silva got a red card because it was a goal scoring opportunity. Vinny shot the ball and Bernardo Silva used his arm, even though it was behind his back, but he still kind of extended it out, which kind of I feel like shouldn't be a red card. The fact that's behind his back, like he's deliberately putting it behind his back, and he still got a red card. But you can still argue that's a red card, and I'm not too mad that it was a red card. I can see the appeal for it. So, but for the Newcastle game with Barcelona, that's more of a red card than Bernardo Silva's. Rafinha is about to tap in the ball from a Fermin pass. Lamine did a beautiful Travella to set up Fermin to cross the ball in, and then Rafinha's about to tap the ball in, and then Trippier pulls down Rafinha with his arm. No attempt at the ball with Trippier. He's just trying to get the man down, and he succeeds. The referee did not even initially give it a penalty. He had to go to VAR. So he finally goes to VAR after a million looks at it. He finally gives the penalty, and he gives Trippier a yellow card. And then my brothers were saying they were watching with me, it's a double jeopardy rule, which means that it can't be a red card and a penalty at the same time. And I told them, do you guys know the rules of football? Because in the rules of football, you can't have you can give a red card. You can give a red card if the player and a penalty. You can give a red card and a penalty if the player does not make a genuine attempt at the ball. And Trippier did not do that at all. So how it's like not even subjective either. It's purely objective that he did not go for the ball. He just pulled down Rafinha. And it was a goal scoring opportunity because the ball is right in front of the net for a tap in, and he doesn't get a red card. So thank God that Barca ended up scoring 5 more goals, or 6 more goals because the penalty as well. No, 5 more goals, right? Yeah, I can't do math. Oh my, yeah, it was 5 more goals. So the penalty, Rafinha gives the ball to Yamal, who dropped him. He was dropping a masterclass and a stinker simultaneously. His dribbling and passing was great, but he did lose the ball when he was dribbling, which led to one of the Newcastle goals. I think it was the second goal. I can't remember, first or second goal. And then, well, obviously, they only scored 2 goals. He dispatches the penalty nicely. He got his confidence back. What was I gonna say? Rafinha scored. No, wait. Rafinha get the penalty. There was Lewa as well on the pitch, but there was something I wanted to say. Yeah, Lewa and Yamal missed absolute sitters. That first half, Lewa was pure poo. He was so bad, and Yamal was like, his finishing was ass as well. Yamal skies the ball from an open net. Oh my! And they were like, that was actually, I was fuming watching that. But he made up for it with the penalty, even though Rafinha probably still should have taken the penalty. But it was funny. They blamed Rafinha for. I remember I heard like someone say that Barca fans are upset with Rafinha for stealing the limelight or something like that from Yamal or something like that. And then when Rafinha gives the ball to Yamal, everyone's like, "Why are you giving the ball to Yamal?" and stuff like that. Whatever. Epic. Second half rolls around. I'm trying to keep this video under 10 minutes, so I have to talk fast. Second half comes around, and then Gerard Martin does a beautiful pass to Rafinha, who does also a beautiful pass to Fermin Lopez, diagonal ball. I love doing those types of passes in real life. They're so satisfying, and it sets Fermin up on a breakaway, finishes it off, beautiful. And then at this point, it's like, yeah, Barcelona kind of have the game in the bag, even though it's only a two goal advantage. Joel Ilton probably should have been sent off. He probably should have got 2 yellow cards. He slapped Pedri in the face, and he also got another yellow card for another challenge, but he didn't even get a foul for the slapping Pedri in the face. Anyway, Lewa scores a header from Rafinha's cross. Rafinha got 2 goals and 2 assists this game, which is crazy. And I was going to captain him on UCL Fantasy, but I changed to Serge Gnabry, who didn't even start the game. I was fuming. I was actually fuming, bro. What an L. Like, I switched quick. Like, I was like, Gnabry's playing Atalanta at home. So yeah, that's why I captained Gnabry, but he didn't even play. And Kane ended up playing, and I sold Kane for Julian Alvarez, who still did pretty well. Because it was expected that Kane wasn't going to play on. Anyway, let's quickly. Lewa scores another goal as well. Someone said he looks like Mini Minter when he shoots the ball, which I can see definitely. I got an Xbox notification. I'm watching YouTube right now on Xbox, so just trying to see if my friend was online. Anyway, quickly predictions. And then yeah, Barca wins 7-2. Predictions. So Barca play Atletico Madrid. Of course, I'm gonna say Barca advance, and then Arsenal play Sporting. I'm gonna say Arsenal advance. Obviously, I'd like to see Sporting beat Arsenal, but that's very unlikely. Who else? Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. I predicted Bayern Munich would make the final initially, and I'm still gonna say that. So I'm gonna say Bayern beat Real Madrid. But last time I said that Man City would beat Real Madrid, and Real Madrid proved me wrong, which fair enough. But to be fair, City are quite ass, and Bayern Munich are like a different breed. So I think Bayern will get the job done. And then the other quarterfinal is, who is it? It's Liverpool versus PSG. Wow, what a game! I think every game is quite entertaining. The Arsenal one, not so much. I feel like, but it could still be very entertaining. Like since we're gonna be cheering for Sporting, right, guys? So I'm gonna say Liverpool, but PSG. Honestly, no, PSG is gonna be Liverpool. I support Liverpool in the Premier League, but they're like my second favorite club. But Liverpool, like, even though they deleted Galatasaray the other day, they're just so bad. Like they're just so bad. I don't like in the Premier League. At least they're so bad. In the Champions League, they're doing all right. Actually, not too much. They lost to Galatasaray twice, but anyway, let me know you guys' predictions. Let me know if you just comment anything if you guys want. I'll be reading the comments. You can follow my socials. Links are in the description, and follow, subscribe. Bye.